Cancer you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a crosswatcher, I welcome you with open arms. Seven knows that I was a crosswatcher for many videos myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, the deck I use is Radleigh Valentine tarot deck. Yeah. And now with that, I will also mention that it's time for you to utilize your own intuition. And with that being said, let's get into the cards. Okay, so the first card of the first set is the release card pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left, to me, mean that they happened in the past or they're happening super slowly. Now, release means let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new beginnings, right, for new opportunities, time to move on. Okay, so we have two groups. For the first group, for the ones who have let this go, who've released whatever this is, we have one group that's released it already in the past, and we have one group who is slow in releasing something. Hopefully we'll see what it is. Right, next we have the Queen of Spring. Now the Queen of Spring, alright, is a brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly individual. This card says, believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintaining a balance between work and home life. Yes, this is amazing. Well, for those for whom have released whatever this is, you are able to do this. For those for whom they haven't released it yet, this is what you're working up to. Right? And then another confirmation that releasing is the best route. Now this, I'm saying releasing, but it might be just a characteristic of someone, or it could be like a person or a characteristic of that same person, right? A characteristic within a person or a person. Yes. So that is what I'm trying to say. I'm gesturing a lot, but don't mind me. So the next card is the Ten of Autumn. Now the Ten of Autumn, alright, talks of take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Yes, very cool. Yeah. So once you get into the Queen of Spring energy, you're definitely going to be able to manifest your cash, right? Your material abundance is what I'm getting. Then you have the Unity card. Now the Unity card is the Hierophant in this deck. It says, do the right things for the right reasons, do the right thing for the right reason, compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. Now, I'm guessing once you released whatever this was, that was time to move on from, I feel like you will become more nurturing towards yourself, by which case you will be able to tap into your Ten of Autumn. And for some reason, I feel like once the material abundance is taken care of, then you'll be able to be like, okay, I'm now stable enough, I can take care of myself, I can now look outside of myself to find a group that is better suited for moi, right? Moi is me in French, by the way. Then you have the Six of Autumn and the Six of Winter. Now the Six of Winter is the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords talks of moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. So basically, once you made that decision and found your group, your peeps, you will be able to be moving to calmer waters, which is amazing. Yeah. Then for the second set, you have the first card is the Five of Summer. Now the Five of Summer talks of trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from negative emotions or others, focusing on that which worries or frightens you. I had something similar told to me today or yesterday. Family, yeah, I think it was today. Family and family ties can sometimes be a little, like, when they're trying to keep you safe, and don't get me wrong, some family members just want to keep you safe because they don't know where you're going. But once you get there, alright, and once you make your own way in it, they will want to follow suit, or they will want to support you in that, what you're doing, because they see you actually enjoy it, Then you have the Five of Winter. Now the Five of Winter talks of walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that which you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for you, isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. Now this could be with people from your culture, people from like your old friends, people that you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with, but that just turned out to be hot air, right? Just saying. And then you have the Ten of Spring. Now the Ten of Spring talks of ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Yep. Too much, too soon, not asking for enough help. Well, I mean, we do have 2 5s here, so it's like the 2 5s culminate together to make a 10. That is a lot on your plate, is what I'm getting. Then you have the Sun card. Now, the Sun card is Leo energy, which talks of plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. Gather gratitude for the blessings of life. This is what happens when you, so now that you are at the Ten of Spring, and you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore, I need help, and you ask for help, and then that will bring you the next tier, which is the Sun card. Yeah. It's going to be happiness. Following that is the Three of Winter. Now, the Three of Winter talks of reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. What are you going to heal? Something. Maybe. So what I'm getting is that the Sun card was a little short-lived. Okay, what I'm getting is that the Sun card was short-lived because you put the importance on the wrong thing, is what I'm getting. So maybe you were looking for happiness outside of yourself. You or someone you're dealing with, was looking for happiness outside of themselves. They were happy for like a little bit, then things turned sour, and that's when the heart started hurting, Then you have the Strength card. Now that the heart is hurting because things were not going in the right direction, and now that you know that you shouldn't do that again, it's time for you or someone, or the person that you're dealing with, needs to gather some strength and be able to say, okay, I've been through that, now I'm going to get stronger so that I can avoid that, right? Because the Strength card talks of the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. Yes. Now, for these third steps, alright? Now, yes, you've gained some strength, and part of it is you being assertive and being, you being assertive and like kind of shooing people away because you don't want to get hurt. Again, so you are being assertive, you're protecting yourself, you are not backing down from what you believe, you are protecting what you believe, should I say, and you're courageously standing up for yourself. You're like, I am going to stay far away from a-holes, right? Maybe it wasn't the person was not an a-hole, but I mean, yes. I don't know the specifics, that is why it is important for you to utilize your own intuition at this point. Then you have the Hermit card. Now the Hermit card is Virgo energy. Unity is torn. Okay, So release is Scorpio. Unity is Taurus. The sun is Leo. Strength is Leo. That kind of surprised me. You have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, right? Yeah. Then you have the Lovers, which is Pisces, which talks of the true love that is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Yes. Yes. So you're making better choices. You or someone you're dealing with is making better choices, which is leading them to the King of Spring. Now, the King of Spring is an innovative, wise, inspiring, and theatrical individual. It says, a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. Yes. 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 Okie dokie. Then you have the Five of Autumn. Interesting. Five of Autumn says, reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Like I said, the King of Spring is coming in, right? Yes, you're attracting the King of Spring because you are now making better choices with the Lovers card. And I think that the King of Spring is going to give you some advice, which is now is not the time to change your occupation. Just wait it out. We'll work together, but no changing of the occupation. No changing of the occupation. I think what this King of Spring is telling you is like, do both things for the time being until you have a better footing in the one that you would prefer. When you have a better footing in the one that you would prefer, alright, that is when you can switch. And so I feel like this King of Spring is setting you up to become the magician of your life, for you to become the magician of your life. Now the Magician card talks of you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Aha. Yeah. All this, I mean, instead of giving it to you all at once, the King of Spring wants to set you up correctly, right? So that you won't have a facepalm moment, like, duh. Yeah, so he's preparing you. You're like his pupil, or his apprentice, if you'd like. So, the next card is the Prince of Spring. Now, the Prince of Spring is a romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious individual. This card says, falling in love or being swept off your feet. The need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that is what the King of Spring was preparing you for, so that you can stay grounded during a very emotional experience. He is preparing you for a lot. He's preparing you for a shift and then some. And this shift, if you're not ready, if you're not grounded, will, like, look at this prince, right? He's riding a dandelion through midair. I mean, come on. For crying out loud, you need some grounding, man. You do. And that is what the King of Spring is attempting to do, and that is what he will do, because you then have the Prince of Autumn. Now, the Prince of Autumn is a dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous individual. This card says, cautious with wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Definitely, things are going your way. Yes. Alright. Then you have the Wheel. So once you shift between the Prince of Summer and the Prince of Autumn, you will then be able to you will be able to tap into the Wheel of Fortune, because this is a wheel which is what is called the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. Okay, so the wheel talks of delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. The Prince of Autumn worked tirelessly to make enough money to buy his own ride. You know, you can see what I mean? He set himself up correctly. by listening to the King of Spring's suggestions. Then you have the Eight of Spring. Now the Eight of Spring talks of stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events, or changes. Once this Prince of Summer, who is in himself very impulsive and flirtatious and very dramatic, okay, calms the hell down, calms the F down, alright, he will then be able to make things move much quickly for him by becoming more grounded, more stable. Usually life sends you things that you want. When you show life that you are grounded and stable and ready to take on a whole new wave of things, right? Yeah, and that's why for a little bit, until you get used to this new cycle that you're in, because due to the wheel, it will take you some time, and you will feel a little overburdened with the Eight of Spring, which talks of stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events, or changes. Yes, things are definitely moving in your favor. Yes. Now the next card is the Eight of Summer. So once you get a little occupied, you'll notice that it's time to actually move on. You need to do a little shifting. Something needs to change in order for you to be able to keep on doing what you love, and yes, in order for you to be able to keep up with what it is. Now, for those of you who have two jobs right now, I feel like once it is time for you to stop what it is you're doing and move on to something else, I feel like there's going to be a little lag time where things will be a little slow and won't be as lucrative as while you were doing two jobs at once, but that is completely normal. Until you shift completely into a whole new paradigm, it is going to take a bit of time, okay? And that is what it is. It's that the time to move from one paradigm to the other, okay? Next, you have the Empress. Now, the Empress is a creative individual, right? The Empress says, time to take action, the power of creativity, the success that allows for a life of luxury. What was I just saying? There is going to be a lag time between your last cycle and the new one. Okay, and it's normal until your mind frame does not shift from one to the other. There will be a lag time, which is completely normal, and take it as a learning lesson to allow you to get to where you want to get to. Because if you don't take it as a lesson and take it as a current and as something that is going to be stable and ever present in your life, well, unfortunately, it will stay ever present unless you learn from it and grow, right? Then you have life experience, which is interesting because I just said it's going to be ever present. So now this card says, let go of systems that no longer work for you, and an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Yes. So what I'm getting is until you don't let go of your last thinking pattern and you move into the new one, which is the lag time I was talking about, there will not be a shift until you notice that you need to let go of your old ways of being and doing and thinking. You are going to perpetually stay in that mode, and unfortunately, that is not the best place to be, right? Yes. So once you let it go, things will start moving and shifting, right? Well, typically they should, but the next card you have is the Four of Winter. Now, the Four of Winter is basically referring to that lag time, right? So the cards that I just pulled, all right, the Empress and the life experience. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to shift it. I'm going to move the Eight of Summer right next to the life experience. Then I'm going to move the Four of Winter after the life experience. Then I'm going to place the Empress. So basically, this is saying that you now know that it's time for you to move on. So you're leaving this current situation for something better with the Eight of Summer, because you can see that you're no longer best served here. So you're like, okay, bye. And you move, and then you get into a new cycle, and you're like, oh my god, I'm not used to this, and it's going to take a little while until you get your footing, which is the life experience. Once you get your footing, you're like, okay, I need to sit down and reflect on what happened so that I know where I should be going next. And that is the Four of Winter, which is you going within and reflecting on what happened so that you can plan your future better. Once you get into that, once you have that planned future in front of you, then you're like, okay, now I need to creatively think on how to create this. And that is where the Empress comes in. And finally, you have the Two of Autumn. Now, the Two of Autumn is the Two of Pentacles, which talks of bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, an unexpected talent for multitasking. You have all these things that you now know you should be doing because they will help you become more creative with the Empress. And this is when you're like, okay, I have all these great things that I want to be doing, and you feel a little overboard, over extenuated because you have way too many things on your plate. And that's where the Two of Autumn comes in, which is bring fun to everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and unexpected talent for multitasking. Awesome! Yes, so my gorgeous and fellow Cancers, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leave me a comment, because I love comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Cancers, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!